Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. Welcome back to our channel, hashtag Walk with Land. Okay, so have you ever wondered how your code actually runs on a computer? So today, we will be discussing that. But before that, let me just share to you the screen that we have. Okay, so have you ever wondered how your code actually runs on your machine? So when you write a code in Python, these programming languages, JavaScript, C, or Java, the computer doesn't actually understand those languages. Computers only understand machine code. These are zeros and ones. So the big question is, how does your human readable code become something the computer can execute? The answer involves two important concepts. These are the interpreters and these are the compilers. Okay, so today we will be exploring interpreted languages. What are those? And the compiled languages, their key differences. And the latter part of the presentation, we will be having a simple technical demonstration. So what is a programming language? A programming language is a structured way for humans to communicate instructions to a computer. So this is like interpreter. Okay? Because machines do not understand. That's why we need to have a programming language for us humans to communicate with the machines. So what are these programming languages? These are Python, JavaScript, C, Java, okay, R, Lua. Those are the programming languages, and more. There are lots of programming languages, maybe from A to Z. Okay, but Linux is not a programming language. That is an operating system. Okay, so when developers write programs, they create something called, okay, a code. Okay, source code. All right. So let me just source code, no, for a while. Okay. So this is an example of a source code. Okay. So actually, this is a Python code. No? So we are just printing hello world, and this is an interpreter demo. If you take notice, there is no semicolon. Okay, because in Python there is no uh, terminating character like JavaScript, C++, etc. Okay? Okay, for a while. Let me share again the presentation. I hope you are learning. Okay. All right. Okay, so but here's the important part, no? The computer cannot directly understand the code that I have shown you. Instead, it must be translated into machine language. This translation happens through two major methods. That's interpreting and compiling. Okay? So let's start with the interpreted programming language or languages. The examples of this, Python, JavaScript, Ruby, PHP. These languages require a program called an interpreter. An interpreter reads the code line by line and immediately executes it. So, meaning to say, source code, interpreter, machine code, okay? And uh, there is an immediate execution. Okay? The Python code that I have shown you earlier. Okay, so the interpreter executes first line, second line, next instruction. Everything happens step by step during runtime. Okay, so why do developers love interpreted languages? Here are the advantages. First, easier debugging. If an error happens, the interpreter stops exactly where the problem occurs. Unlike in other programming languages, the error is in line 5, okay? It will show you the error is in line 5, but the actual error is in line 9, something like that. Okay? So here in the interpreter, it stops exactly where the problem occurs. Okay? Faster development. No compilation step is required. Cross-platform, the same code can run on different operating systems if the interpreter exists. Okay, so what does it mean by that? No, you can be able to run the code in Windows platform, in Linux platform, etc. No, so many scripts, AI tools, and web services use interpreted languages. Okay, for example, in data science, we are using Python, and in web browsers, we are using JavaScript. Okay? Okay, so let's proceed with the compiled programming languages. Now let's talk about the compiled programming languages. Examples of this: C, C++, Go, Rust. Okay, so instead of translating the code line by line, a compiler translates the entire program first. Okay, the entire program first. So the workflow of this: source code, compiler, and then executable program, exe, no, or out, and then once you compiled, okay, you can be able to run the exe anytime. No, you can save the exe and then run anytime you want. Okay, so for a while, let me stop this first and let me share to you. Oops. Let me share to you the window of the. I'll be showing you a C code of C. Okay. So earlier, I have shown you these two lines of code. This is the Python, no? But this one, this is the C. Okay, in C, no? So look at that, no? So earlier in Python, we do not have semicolon or the terminating character. But this time around, we have. And then it is enclosed in the main function. Okay? Now, all right. So if this particular, I have saved this into hello.c. Okay? So when you compile this, okay, and then run this one, no, the executable file would be hello.exe. Okay? This executable can run many times without recompiling. Not the without recompiling. You just need to run the executable file. That is the one major advantage. Okay? Let me share to you the presentation. Okay. All right. So advantages. What are the advantages? Compiled languages are powerful for large systems. Faster execution also. Machine code is already optimized. High performance because used in systems like operating systems, game engines, databases. These are large systems. No? Efficient resource management, better control over memory and hardware. No? So for example, this can be used in Windows OS, okay, C and C++, in Linux kernel, C, game engines, C++. Okay, so these are the examples of compiled languages. Okay, so these are the key differences. So let's have a demonstration on it. Okay, for a while. Let me just stop the screen. I'll be sharing to you Okay, I'll be sharing to you the CMD, or others are calling this as terminal. Okay, so earlier I have shown you the file hello.py. No, that is the Python. That is Python hello.py. No, okay. So what I will do, no, is to type Python hello.py. Okay, so if I enter, okay, so you have seen hello world. This is an interpreter demo. Okay, so if you take notice, it immediately runs, no compilation required. Okay? Because when I type Python hello.py, okay, it immediately runs. No compilation required, no? I did not type hello.exe, for instance. Okay? Okay. Now, the other example that I have is, this is the demo 2. No, we will be compiling the C file, or yeah, the hello.c earlier. Okay, so I'll be using GCC, but before you use this, there are prior preparation on it. No, okay, but we will not include here on this demonstration. Hello.c. Okay. By the way, all of these files are located under the desktop folder that I have. Okay. Now, hello.c dash o. Okay. Hello. So meaning to say, yung hello, that is the executable file that I want. Okay. All right. Now, okay, if you take notice, did not show us anything, because the compiler converts the program into the machine code first. This is why compiled programs are generally faster. So if I would like to run hello, okay, you can see hello world compile language demo. That these two lines are embedded, or are into the that particular codes, or line of codes that we have. Okay. So, let me stop sharing first, and let me share to you the PowerPoint. Okay. So for you, which is much better? Okay. Because in interpreted, in terms of execution, it's line by line. Okay. In compiled, it's the entire program. Okay. In terms of speed, since line by line, maybe this time around we cannot be able to notice, because we cannot be able to notice because it's composed of two lines only. But if that is 1,000, 1 million, something like that, so it's line by line, no? And in compiled, that is much faster. Okay, but in terms of debugging, it's quite easier, and in compiled, that is much harder, because I have experienced it when we compile um, when we compile or debug, no, debug programs in compilers. Okay, sometimes the error is in. It will show you the error is in line 2, but the actual error, no, that you need to check or modify is in line 15, something like that. So much harder. Again, in terms of output, no, in interpreted, no executable, and in compiled, there is an executable file. If you take notice, that is that exe in my demonstration earlier. Okay, examples of this: Python, JavaScript, and in what do you call that, in compiled, okay, C and C++. Okay, all right. Now, in real world use cases, interpreted languages, this can be used in web development, automated scripts, AI, and data science. And in compiled languages naman, This can be used in web development, operating systems, high performance applications. So most modern systems actually use both together. Okay, that can be used in integrative. Okay, web app stack. No, for example, when you use front end, that's JavaScript, back end Python, but Python can be also used in in front end database engine. That's C++, etc. Now, no, you understand the difference between interpreted and compiled programming languages. Remember, interpreters execute line by line. Compilers translate the entire program. Okay, so both are essential tools for developers. It can be used in front end and back end. They can be combined together. So if you enjoyed this lesson and want more tutorials about programming, cybersecurity, software development, everything in computer science and in IT or in general computing, make sure to like, subscribe, and share this video. Thank you so much, guys. God bless us all.